here working on a Sunday. Thought I would just work and not try to film and get something done on these fenders. So on the driver's side, this is 2x6, I think it's just 1/8 wall. Going along pretty good, and then I decided to get in a fight with the grinder. And grind my neck and my head. So I decided I should get the camera out and show that, because you can't just show all the good stuff, you got to show the crappy stuff that happens too. Nobody died, I'll survive. You get to see this first fender. I don't know, some people probably love it, some people probably hate it, but it's gonna cover more of the tire, also be really sturdy. I can tie a roll cage, tie over to the frame, just gonna stiffen up the whole front of the truck when I'm all done. So anyway, I'm gonna keep working on it, and then gotta get the other side done. Oh man, I got a mess to clean up. I'm done for today. We got that piece all built, welded on. Our front corner tapered off and tied into the bumper. I gotta do a little more work there. Back end's welded into the rock slider. I'm just gonna somehow fill this in with some sheet metal or something. I haven't decided yet, because I'm not really building a show truck here. Just want it to be strong. So we'll carry on. Now I just gotta duplicate that on the other side and try not to whack myself again with the grinder. That's it for today. Well, tonight I'm working on the passenger side fender, trying to get my pieces figured out. And on this side I got the heater box to contend with right here, so I have to notch my piece of iron to go around that. Gotta notch that a little bit more. Once I get that piece tacked into place, then I can cut the other two and keep rolling. My neck is mostly healed up. We'll see if we can do this without grinding myself again. Night number 2 working on this fender. So got pieces mostly cut out last night. Tonight just been welding them together, fitting them. Got it all welded together, ground down, and then this is my relief for where my blower motor and housing is. It will clear all that, and I welded a piece back in there solid, so dirt, moisture, mice, whatever can't get in there. I think we're ready to get it tacked up on the truck and fitted. Then we'll be working on some sheet metal on the bottom sides of them and some more bracing and stuff, and then we'll keep mud from flinging up on wiring, engine control module, air filter, all the things. We're gonna keep going. Friday night, got the front of the fender tapered over, tied into the bumper there, and now I got to work on this bottom part in the back. And I'm safety glasses, face shield, I got it all today so I don't grinder my neck again. We're gonna get this buttoned up back here and shaped like I did the other side, and then I gotta work on inner fenders, fixing the outer part so it looks better, but it's getting there. I got it matched pretty good. That's pretty dang challenging to do when you build something on one side to match it around on the other. So anyway, we're gonna keep going. Got this fender done and all shaped and welded on the front and the back. And now just got to work on some fender liners and making it look better here on the outside, where there's a ridiculous crappy cut and rust and everything else. But a lot of time, that's a lot of tedious work, cutting and shaping all that square metal to look how you want. That's all for tonight, but I'll probably get back on it tomorrow. It's a Saturday crew. Much prettier than the everyday crew. And the just got out of bed crew. Eating my Pop-Tart. All right, so working on some brackets for bracing and some fender wells. We got a piece that we got welded in here between my new outer fender and my strut mount, and that's gonna stiffen everything up between that fender brace, strut mount. We'll make another piece that goes from here over to that strut mount, tie the two together, and then that's just really going to help tie everything together in the front end, because we made the back end super stiff building that bed for the boom and everything. So we don't want our frame up in the front just doing all the flexing. Got this side welded in. I'm working on welding this side in, and then some more brackets. We can put some sheet metal in there for some inner fenders, keep mud from flying all over everything. So we'll keep rolling. All right, so we got some structure built that we can weld some sheet metal to. So tricky part is I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it and leave clearance to be able to change the blower motor, but I'll figure something out. Just add a piece at a time. We'll get some sheet metal, come over, maybe come down a little bit on the back corner there. It's a lot of work, but it'll be worth it in the end to keep mud and crap off everything under there. Okay, so we're getting some structure welded in here. Strut tower out to our outer fender. firewall clear up to the radiator support, and then on this side we got kind of the same thing, strut tower support to radiator support. And then we came at an angle off here and back. I'm not sure what I'm going to do to get around the blower motor so I can still access that. And then we did get a few pieces welded in the bottom side. A piece on the front there, top, and triangle piece there. I just got to figure what I'm going to do to come down to here. So we're gonna go work on the other side some more while I think about this side. So sometimes you just gotta do something else and think about it for a while. But it's a lot of dang work, but it'll be worth it in the end to actually have some inner fenders and keep mud and crap from going all over the motor and everything else. So got some help. So use a tool getter, light holder, sometimes a whiner, right? Right. Cutting some sheet metal out to work on making our inner fenders. This is the worst part of it all, cutting sheet metal.
It makes a lot of dust.
Well, let's see if it fits. Let's see. Ooh. Look at that. That's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good, Clark. Thank you, sir. Around and weld a little bit here and there until we get her all welded up. Alright, well, we'll finish welding this up, cut another piece for the back, and we'll show you once we get it done. Alright, cut another piece out here for the inner fender. I'm tired of using the cutoff wheel, so I'm just going to cut this one with my hand. Yeah, that was way faster. Well, let's see if this piece is going to fit. We got our back piece put in. Got our top pieces. This is the front piece that covers the back of the lights and all that wiring and stuff there. So let's see how it's going to fit here. I'm spent. It's almost 9 o'clock and working on it all day, but we did make some good progress. Passenger side, I think I already showed you. I'm gonna figure out a way to make a piece to clear my blower motor. Probably do that tomorrow. Driver's side, it's looking pretty good. Got a back piece in, top, front. I may put something down a few inches in here at some point, but over and out for tonight, and we'll probably see you tomorrow. All right, it's a new day, Sunday. Beautiful day. We're gonna try to get this other inner fender finished and a few other things, and if all the stars align just right, then we might go wheeling tomorrow, because tomorrow's Memorial Day. So I haven't taken a day off or went wheeling in a long time, so we'll see what happens, but we'll start by getting a piece cut for down here, and then figure out how to go around the blower motor, and we'll get her finished up. That and a few other things. We have time. I got gauges, I got to reroute fuel tank vent, so on and so forth. So let's roll. All right, I've been cutting and fitting and shaping for several hours now, and this is my concoction that I come up with to go around the heater box. It all patched in. Kind of hard to see, but gotta finish welding it up, and then we'll go out and hopefully it doesn't rub, or cut it all out and start over. So we'll see what happens. All right, we made it outside to do a little testing. So got her flexed out pretty good here. Of course, the cooling fan kicks on. We got plenty of clearance on top of the tire, which I knew we would. Plenty of clearance front and back right now. We'll jump in there and turn it, somebody. See what we got. The other side rubbed a little. that way. Is that it? Okay, just hold it there for a second. This side just barely rubs. Problem is it could go up 2 more inches. It's gonna rub a little harder. We might have to cut that piece out on each side. Fine there. Okay, turn that way. And on the front side, it's a whole different problem. So, we did barely clear that. Go some more. Is that it? Okay. So we actually clear over here right now. If it goes up anymore, she's gonna be rubbing, so. All right, so anyway, I think if it's really, really flexed all the way, it's gonna rub a little worse, so probably do a little trimming here, angle that. We'll notch a little out of there. We may have to notch some back there. But that's why we tried trial and error. For the most part, it's gonna work. So it's a big tire to stuff up in a little fender well. So anyway, maybe we'll get to go wheeling with it yet tomorrow. So we're calling it a wrap for today, I think. But we got passenger side all fitted around. Just to ignore my crappy welds. You just gotta be good with the grinder, that's all. You just gotta be good with the grinder. It's hard to weld upside down on thin metal, for me anyway. That all boxed in, driver's side, still the same. Haven't done any more with it. Hopefully fixed our fuel tank vent. We rerouted it to come out of the center here instead of the corner. And then we ran it around 3 sides and down. That way, no matter which way you're tilted, you always have to run uphill to leak. So I gotta get my gauges put in, and then at some point we'll figure out what we're gonna do with this ugliness on the outside of those fenders, but that's for another day. Have a good night. All right, it's a new day. It's actually Memorial Day. So I'm working on gauges today. I bought this from a place called One Gauge. So we'll see. It took them a while to get it out to me. Quite a bit longer than I was expecting, but we got it. Got my dash torn apart here. Got the gauge mounted up here. This plate will attach to the old plastic. We just cut it out to fit on the back side. And then I'm gonna make a little box out of this heavy what is it, UHMW plastic to mount this on so I can mount it under the hood. This is the gauge driver, and all I gotta run to this is power and my CAN wires, which I have a dedicated connector right here. Gauge driver, power ground, and CAN wires. So got a connector, we're gonna run that over, hook it into the gauge driver, run it in, get it all mounted. Hopefully we'll have some working gauges. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna use my table saw, cut this plastic. I got a template laid out there. Make a little plastic box. See how that works. Ouch, that was dumb. I knew better. That's pretty funny. I don't know why I did that, but I hope it didn't hit this car. It sure hit my hand. Alright, we'll try this again, and I'll try not to be an idiot. So worried about keeping my hands away from the blade, I let go of my piece and it shot out of there. So, little cut, no harm done. We're gonna try this again. Did make a pretty good groove in the bottom of my piece I was making. Only thing that hurts is my pride. All right, trying to get got my screen mounted to the back of this plate and got basically cut a square out of the original dash bezel so that'll all fit. And then they sent like some pop rivets to pop rivet this to your factory dash bezel, and like your screw holes are all supposed to line up with these bigger holes so it'll come apart. Yeah, none of those line up. It's pretty far off. So I'm gonna attach it with self tappers and then I can just take it loose if I need to. If I use pop rivets, then it'd be a son of a gun. I have to cut them to take it back apart. I don't want to have to do that. So, oh man, it's covering up my blinker lights, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh well. Hopefully I'll be able to tell if my blinker's on. If I drill a little hole right where they are.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, cut a hole and drill it.
Maybe another day. Get this thing on here, so I've been there so many times. I'll try this one. You don't have to hold much, it just has to keep it from falling off when we're bouncing through the dishes. When we're full sending it, I don't want my dash falling off in my face. Alright, well that'll work. It's gonna stay on there. So anyway, we'll show them a little bit here. So you can scroll between different gauges just by tapping on the screen. There's like I don't know, probably 50 or 100 different gauge styles, and I haven't done much with it yet, but just making sure it works, and we'll button everything up and then I'll actually read the instructions and I know what I'm doing. But we'll finally have no temperature works, air fuel, some of the others. We got outside air temp. So we'll play with it some more and see what we can figure out. Okay, so here's the final box that I made to hold the gauge driver out of that plastic material. So glued it together, screwed it together, bolted it down, and I just got a small opening where the wires come out on the back side. That will silicone up, and then I've got a lid made, but I've got to get another piece because this piece I had left wasn't big enough. We got a lid that'll screw down, and then that'll keep water and mud and junk out of that gauge driver. And so that's pretty much done. All right, so that'll be it for this video. We got gauges working, we got some fenders mostly built, and got it to a point where we can take it out and wheel it now, which is exciting, which we're gonna do soon. And neck's healed up, hands healed up. So you can take for granted sometimes when you're always doing this type of work that you got to be careful, man. That grinder to the neck could have been bad if that was a cut-off wheel or something. It cut an artery. And so anyway, we're gonna keep trucking. We still got more stuff to do on it, but now we can go have some fun with it again. And you know, just remember, if you are thinking about doing a project, just do it. If the dream is big enough, the facts don't count. Get out there, do it, build it, do something with your kids, and we'll see you in the next one.